watching the TVUPS 40 News. I'm Vinosha.
I'm Yoga Sundari. Let's start the first news of today. More than a dozen wildfires continues to burn across the state of California governor.
Yes, declare a state of emergency for Southern California as the fire there more than double in size.
Glowing smokes from the California wildfires can be seen across the western states. The smoke is so massive it has already moved east toward the midsection of the country and now reached New York City. 15 fires continue burning with only one, the Shire Fire near Napa, now fully contained. The death toll now rising to 10. Governor Jerry Brown has now declared a state of emergency for 2 counties, as the Horry June fire has more than doubled in size since it was intentionally set on Monday. Burning more than 10,000 acres at only 5% containment, more than 20,000 residents have been forced from their homes in Southern California. At least 12 cabins have been destroyed. The Horry June fire now impacting residents in both Orange and Riverside counties.
On the spot report from the reporter Adeline. Adeline, please.
Thanks to Shah and Yoga. So now together with me at the Governor California where the forest fire was happening. So a total of 307,000 acres of area had been burned, where a dozen of dead and also about 1,000 of homes are destroyed. So this forest fire have been impacted the air quality, where the Bay Area Air Quality Management have been advising the residents to stay indoor, especially for those who is sensitive to smoke. So that's all from me. Back to the studio.
Thank you to Adeline for the live report.
Next, let's proceed to an interview session conducted by Jantit. Jantit, please.
Ms. Jantit and Professor Ifa. Good morning, Professor. As reported, there are the most wildfire occur in California. In your opinion, what is the most effective measure to prevent wildfire from occur?
Good morning, Jantit. My name is Professor Ifa. Okay, in my opinion, the most effective way to prevent the forest fire is based on 3 elements that is known as 3E, which is education, engineering, and enforcement. In terms of education, the firefighter must learn the environment in the forest, because not all equipment can fit with the environment condition. Next is the firefighter must learn as much as possible the advantage and limitation of their protective equipment and other safety feature during the forest fire prevention. And other than that, the example that related to forest fire prevention is the Smoky Bear campaign, because through the campaign, it gives the awareness about how we can protect the forest from wildfire occur.
Thank you, Professor.
With sky-high field temperatures and fires already burning across the Southern California, this brings back the memory about the creation of an American advertising icon, the Smoky Bear, by the United States Forest Service along with the Advertising Council. The U.S. Forest Service perceived the fictional bear would be the symbol for their joint effort to promote fire prevention. The Smoky Bear is employed to educate the public about the dangers of unplanned human-caused wildfires. They launched a series of public service advertisements featuring Smoky Bear designed to transmit critical information to Americans about wildfire prevention through a variety of ways, such as creation of posters, radio program, comic strips, and in cartoons.
Oh, hey, what's going on? Shh, Smokey's coming.
What are you guys up to?
Oh.
Be careful with matches and campfires. Remember, only you can prevent forest fires.
Sorry, force of habit.
Bummer.
The second interview session, we will call the officer from Department of Forestry and Fire Protection. Here we go.
Hello?
Hello, is this Mr. John?
Yes, I am.
I am Chantik. Thank you for accepting our call today for the sharing information about the wildfire prevention. Previously, Professor already told us about how education could prevent the wildfire from occurring. Could you share with us another measure other than education?
Sure. More than any other area in the United States, Southern California seems to be under siege from wildfires. If you live on these front lines, removing vegetation that help fuel fires is mission critical. It's an assignment that my co-workers and I have an insatiable appetite for. There's no other way to say it, but I'm a go-herder. That's right, goals. My wife and I are looking for an allied squad of brush-clearing dominants. We have trained them to be elite, and not all ghosts can be brush ghosts. Generally, if they have been raised in captivity, it will probably stand there and wait for you to come and feed it. That's why we look for independent ghosts. Hardy breeds like the bull, Kiko, or parasite-resistant Spanish goat that with browsing on seed heads, flowers, and leaves, stripping the area of what we call field. Anything that's capable of adding to a fire, like leaves on the ground, weeds, and thistles that can get up to 8 feet tall, can be browsed. Since my ghosts can climb onto the canopy, this is known as Leatherfields. Triple cows, ghosts are not grazers. They prefer to browse, munching down shrubs and dry weeds that can make brush fires worse. In order to ensure the ghosts consume all of the fuel in the given area without destroying native perennials, I use a system of targeted browsing. A 10 egg will be broken into 2 or 3 parcels so that we can get the targeted hit. We won't keep them there for an extended period of times. Even while I advocate for this brush clearing, I understand that most of Southern California's wildfires are man-made, and ghosts can't prevent them from starting. I just hope people will see them as part of a fire prevention measure.
Thank you, Mr. John, for sharing information with us today. Thank you.
Thank you for watching TV UPM.
We'll see you next time.
One news only, Right. What kind of news is this?